What's going on, everyone? The new cross-server event is here today, so we are gonna talk about that. It looks super hard to understand so far, so I'm gonna dive into it and try to give you all the informations about that. But first of all, we can claim these rewards. That one is a new costume giving to everyone 1% global attack. You have that weapon, that head decoration, and that one. But no thank you, I love my design, I'm gonna stay like this. You can access the new content here at the bottom right, and then you are on that map. And you have icons everywhere. So on the right, over there, you have some packs that you can buy, a new appearance for your magic lamp. Then you have some fuel, some repair boxes to repair your ship. That item is gonna repair your ship when it's destroyed. And then you have some red diamonds. And that pack for 11 euros. So as always, if you're planning to spend, make sure that you're using Aptoide if you want to save some money. Basically, Aptoide is the equivalent of the Play Store and the App Store, but they are taking less fees at the end and they are giving you some cash back on every purchase. For example, on that pack, I'm gonna pay 11 euros and I'm gonna have 2.30 euros in cash back. And then I can reuse that cash back to buy other packs for free. For example, if I select another payment method, I can select the app coins credits, that's my cashback, and I can buy that pack directly using the cashback I earned by buying other packs before. Also, make sure that you're using my promo code on your app coins wallet. You are gonna get 5% extra cashback on every purchase, and that's also a way to support my channel, so thank you so much to everyone who is using my promo code. That was the only pack of the event. And so if you want to equip the skin for your lamp, you have to click on the level, then you have that icon on the top right, just click on it and there you go. I'm gonna use that one and I have that pirate over there. Okay, so let's have a look at that event now. Really hard to understand everything at the beginning when you start it for the first time, but I'm gonna try my best to explain to you how does it work exactly. So first of all, you are gonna have different tasks to complete to obtain some materials. I'm gonna talk about the different items a bit later during the video. On the map, you are gonna find different buildings, different islands. When you click on that icon, you can have the detail. You have your camp and you have some different bases. Level 1, level 2 and then level 3. Once you have a base level 3, you are gonna get some server merit points, 40 per minute. So that's a way to get some merits. When you die on the map, when your ship is destroyed, you can decide to respawn at the camp, so at that location, or at a level 3 base. Then you have some resources spot, 5 different levels. The higher the level, the more the rewards you are gonna get. You can get some timber, some iron ingots and some blueprints, 25 per minute when you occupy the level 5 resource spot. You can also decide to sweep directly using your action points to get the rewards directly. In fact, that's a resource spot. You have that button to click on and then you can get some irons when you fight on that spot. You get also some merit points. I'm gonna talk about these later. You don't need to occupy a resource spot. In fact, all the members of your server can occupy them and then it's gonna give to everyone on the server different resources. As you can see on the map, currently 3 spots level 2 resources are occupied by my server and we are gonna get these rewards per minute. And same for the level 1 resources. To collect the rewards, you just need to come over there and to click on the claim button. When you click on the port, over there you have another stuff. In fact, here you have the forge and you can use your ingots at the forge to try to get some items to increase the stats of your ship. As you can see, you have different rarities and in fact it's working the same way as your magic lamp. You have different levels and you can use your blueprints to upgrade the level of your, I was about to say lamp, but no, the level of your forge, and over the levels you are gonna have more chance to drop more quality for the gear of your ship. Then you have an auto feature or you can click one time over there and you are gonna get different rarities of items that you can use on your ship. Same system as the gear for your hero with the magic lamp. So when you click on that cogwheel, it's exactly the same as your magic lamp. You can select the numbers you want to draw directly and the quality you want to sail directly. When you are sailing gear at the forge, you get some experience for your flagship. The flagship level is really important because when you go on the Maritime Academy, you have the crew tab, and here, depending on the level of your flagship, you are gonna unlock some spots to use pals and skills. Yes, your crew members are your pals and skills. So when you click on a spot, you can decide to equip a skill or a pal. In fact, for every 3 levels of your flagship, you can equip 1 more skill and 1 more pal. 4 skills and 4 pals in total once you reach the level 15, I suppose. Then you can have a look at your stats. You are the captain of your ship, and the skills and pals are your crew members. You have your ship stats and your captain stats. And finally, you can use the timbers to upgrade your sea observatory. It's gonna give you more damage against the gods. So when you attack someone, in fact, PvE and PvP. For now, on the first day, don't worry too much about the content because you are stuck on your zone. For example, if you click on the minimap, you can find the entire map of the content. You have 4 different corners, 1 corner per server, and my server started at that zone. Click on the map to go directly to the location. For example, if I click on the middle, I'm gonna go directly at the city. You can click on that button to go directly at your position. And in fact, we are stuck on that rectangle. We can't go further than that. So in fact, we can find only resources level 1 and 2, and we can't occupy the different bases for now. So for now, in fact, we can just attack the resources to get some iron ingots and merit points, or the ruins to get more points and get 1 time these rewards per day. Be careful when you are challenging that content. You can challenge it 2 times a day only, and you have a ranking, a daily ranking. Based on your score, you are gonna get a better ranking and better rewards at the end. So don't attack the ruins as I did right at the beginning, otherwise your score is not gonna be good and you are gonna get less rewards at the end of the day. But hey, even with a bad score, I was top 33 and I'm still gonna have many rewards, so it doesn't matter that much in fact. But still, if you want to have a better score, a better ranking, don't attack directly at the beginning. Wait until you upgraded your ship and your stats in fact. Then you are gonna encounter on the map 3 levels of monsters. You can challenge them 2 times a day and you are gonna get some rewards every time you are gonna beat them. For now, on our map, there is no single monster. We can't go further than that rectangle, so I suppose that maybe tomorrow or a bit later, we are gonna find some monsters on the middle of the map. So then you have the ruins, I already talked about that. You have the supply drop. We can't access that today because we need to reach the middle of the map. In fact, 1 server needs to occupy the middle of the map, the city here, for 15 minutes, and then at 12 o'clock every day, we are gonna have an announcement telling you where the supply drop is gonna spawn. We are gonna have 30 minutes to reach that spot, and the goal is gonna be to defend that spot. And the server occupying the spot at the end is gonna have the supply drop. I don't know yet what we are gonna have inside. Maybe you are gonna have some rewards for your server, some merit points, I'm pretty sure of that, and maybe a buff for your server members. The last player guarding the supply drop block for the longest will also receive a powerful buff. So that's something really important to collect for your server. And then you have the city at the middle of the map, and you need to first focus on that content once you can reach the city, because the first server to occupy the city for 10 minutes is gonna win the first city occupation rewards. Occupy the city is gonna increase the merit points of your server, and so it's gonna help your server to have a better ranking at the end. Then there is something more to have in mind about the different buildings. In fact, you have a guard limit, 40 for the city for example, and for every resource spot you have a different guard limitation. For example, for the level 5 resource you have 15 guards maximum, 12 for the level 4, then 10, 8 and 5. You can have only 5 players defending that spot, for example, 8 players that spot level 2, and in fact it's really important to have that in mind because today it doesn't really matter on the first day because you can occupy only level 2 resources spot, but tomorrow probably or later during the season we are gonna have some level 3, 4, 5 spots on that map, the middle of the map, that players can occupy. Different servers are gonna be able to defend and to attack. So the more the players you are gonna have in garrison, the more the chance you are gonna have to defend the spot, to occupy the spot, and to give more resources to your server. So it's gonna be super important to have a look at the map and find the best resources spots and base spots. And that way you are gonna give more resources and more merit points to your server. So that's really important. So if you want to move on the map, you just have to click on the direction and click on defend. Then you need in fact to defend the tile you want to go on. If you click on a tile occupied by another player from another server, you are not going to defend, but you are going to attack the player. But be careful, because when you attack someone, it's going to consume 1 action point. But you can defend a tile for free. When you click on that icon, you have different tabs, and if you want to know how to get merit points for your server, then you have the details in here. PvE merit rules: you can have a daily limit of 1000 points by defeating monsters and challenging the ruins. Then you have the PvP merit rules. There is no limit apparently, and you can defeat some players to obtain more merit points. If you defeat 1 to 10 players the same day, you are going to obtain 100 merit points per player, and then you are going to get a fewer points every time you're going to defeat someone. If you attack multiple times the same player, above the 3 times, that player is not going to give you merit points anymore. And if you attack players with less than 15 levels than you are not gonna get any points neither. To get points for your server, you need to occupy different bases, level 3, the city at the middle, and defeat other players and monsters. At least try to have the 1000 merit points on PvE by defeating monsters, and then try to beat as many players as you can. And then you are gonna grant more points to your server. But be careful, because once you defeat 5 times a player, then you are gonna be shown on the bounty. Your position is gonna be shown on the map, and by clicking that button, you can find directly the location of the player on the bounty. When you get on the bounty, you are gonna get more merit points for you and for your server, so that's a good thing. When you defeat someone on a bounty, you are gonna get some more merit points for you and your server as well. Every day you can have up to 600 merit points with the bounty system. But don't kill the same players again and again, because you are not gonna get more points in the bounty, and don't defeat players 15 levels below you, because you are not gonna get more points neither. Then you can have some details on the combat rules, in fact. You can also find some combat rules. In fact, it's gonna work the same way as the queue system we have in the cross-server parking wars. You are gonna have some players defending a spot, maybe 5-10 players, and then you are gonna have the attackers coming to the same spot and trying to beat the defenders. The first attacker is gonna attack the first defender, the second attacker the second defender, and etc. Over time, by defeating players, you are gonna have a nerf. After killing 3 enemies, you are gonna have a 15% less attack and defense. After killing 5 in a row, 25% less, and etc. So over time, you are gonna have a ton of nerfs. And if you want to know more about the stats calculation for your ship, you have these calculation rules over there. It's really complicated, but if you want to know about that, you can have a look at it. After a battle, you might lose some health on your ship. You have the health of your ship over there, and by clicking on that button, you can use some items to repair your ship. If your ship is getting destroyed, you can respawn directly if you have one of these items, or you are gonna have a timer, and at the end of the timer, you are gonna be able to revive on a level 3 base or at your camp. You have a supply shop in which you can buy more items if you want some. If you want more action points, you need to pay. If you want to repair directly your ship, you can pay 5 euros to obtain that and more items. You have some repair boxes to restore the HP of your ship directly by 50% for each, or that one to repair by 30%. You can use these to move faster on the map, and you have some fuel as well. You can find the different servers, the battle report, the rankings. You have the personal ranking, the personal rewards are pretty nice. You have different maps to use in the shop of the event. And you can get some mount empowerment gear, some divine feather coins, a ton of scrolls as well. So good luck on your rankings, you are gonna have a ton of rewards. And these are pretty good, because if you check the merit store, the marine treasure, you can find a new mount in here. 10% global defense, and every time you are gonna lose 20% max HP, you are gonna deal 800% AoE basic attack damage, and get 10% more attack and take 10% less damage for 5 seconds. And that effect triggers at the beginning of the battle. The mount is giving you these rewards at the parking wars. Then you have that artifact, 10% global health. And in fact, every time the target is gonna launch 15 basic attacks, or when their HP is gonna fall down below 50% for the first time, you're gonna have 60% chance to inflict decay or 60% chance to inflict weaken instead. Decay makes the target take 4% more damage, stacking up to 3 times, and weaken is gonna lower the attack of the target by 4%, stacking up to 3 times as well. And to buy these, you need some maps that you can get in the ranking. And then you have Divine Feather coins. You have the merit shop in which you can spend your merit points to buy that weapon decoration or that head decoration or that face decoration. You have a resource selection 1, mount empowerment gear, hammers, clock winders, and gold. You can find the items you currently have in your backpack. So I have 8 repair boxes, 1 Yggdrasil dew, no repair kit, no advanced bugle. I have 1 basic bugle, no standard bugle, and 22 fuel. Then you have the treasure land, and it's a kind of lucky event. You can find pieces of treasures. You need 100 to be guaranteed to obtain a legendary treasure. You can find the probabilities over there. And to unlock the treasures, you need a certain amount of shards on them. And then you can find all the different treasures over there. And by the way, you have the Battleship Draws system. So you can use your coupons to try to get better ships. So that's the best one, the red one. You need 500 to be guaranteed to obtain the red one. So you have a shop, you have some packs as always, so the content is gonna be a bit more pay to win as always in that game. And you can buy these to have a better ship at the end. But I have one question. Is it gonna remain only for the current season for 21 days? Let's see how does it work. So one more time, if you are spending, don't forget to use Aptoide. Look at that, I have some remaining cashback because I spent a lot in the past. And I can buy that pack for free. Yeah, not really for free because I had to spend in the past, but it's still helping to buy extra stuff. Better than nothing, right? If you are a spender. But as always, don't spend too much. Look at that. It's so easy. You just have to open the interface, click on that button, and there we go. You spend 55 euros, you have your cashback. You can buy more and more because I know that the cashback is a system to involve the players in spending, in fact. So be really careful when you are spending in that game. One more time, I'm doing that because I'm a content creator. I'm earning more than I am spending in the game, so that's normal for me to spend. And by doing that, I can showcase more content. So there we go, I bought all the small packs. I have 310 coupons. I'm gonna spend them 10 by 10 to see what can I get. So there we go, the goal is gonna be to obtain the red ship. 5 blue fragments. Okay, more blue ones. 5 purples. 5 yellow. Where are the red ones? 5 yellows again. Orange, yellow, orange again. Okay, I have the orange one directly and the purple one at once. So let's continue. Okay, some fragments for the red one. The blue ship. 2 blue ships again. 5 shards for the yellow one. The purple one directly. 5 more for the orange. The orange directly. One more time. Back to back the orange. The orange again. By the way, the orange is the one below the red one. So that's pretty cool. But my objective is to get the red one. So come on. Give me the red one. I got, okay, 5 shards only for the red one. I don't know how many do I need. And that was the last 10 draws. So then I can come here. And I need 10 to activate the red one. So I have the red ship. And then you can upgrade it every time you are gonna obtain more. So maybe it's gonna remain for the next season. But I'm not sure about that. And you can activate everyone upgrade their levels, you don't need to equip them, you are gonna still have the stats. So the more the draws, in fact, the more the stats you're gonna have. And then you can just click here to select the design you want to use. Same system, it's giving you some extra stats when you unlock it. So let's attack the ruins one time. 1 action point. Okay, so that's what happens. And then I got these rewards. 88,000k. You have the battle report. Okay, so that was the battle. You have a time limit, in fact. And you need to deal as much damage as you can. And avoid dying. I suppose that this is the health of my ship. And no, that's not the case because my ship still has 100% health. Maybe I can go next to that one and claim the rewards multiple times. So I need to sweep for that. And if I do that, I'm gonna get these rewards. So let's do it to get more merit points. It consumed 1 action point, of course. And I lost 50% of my health. And my ship just got destroyed. The normal guard killed me. And in fact, I lost the fight because it was before upgrading my ship. So in fact, you are not gonna lose if you upgrade your ship before doing that battle, that sweep in the resource spot. And I did that multiple times to get the 1000 PvE merit points of the day. And now I am top 63 in the rankings because I'm the 63rd player to get the 1000 points. So in the future, in fact, if I want to get higher in the ranking, I need to be faster to clear that content. So guys, that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day guys and see you in the next video. Bye bye.